Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. So, as promised, I did spend a little bit of time between streams. I was about to say yesterday, but it was not in fact yesterday. I did again some optimization of this situation. We got a bunch more legendary modules installed here to bring up the red circuit production rate, which then gave more legendary modules, which have brought up the blue chips, etc. And I also completed this thing, and I did add some coil doohickeys here because we were getting in relation much more plastic than copper plate until we weren't, I guess, weirdly enough. But anyway, aside from that, did I do anything else? Yeah, I think we trimmed these back a little bit and upgraded all of this to be green belts. Did a bunch of logic adjustments here, so these only put stuff on the belt if we are missing holmium and there is enough stone. But right now the entire thing is backlogged because we're not consuming enough holmium. And people were telling me holmium was going to be an issue. We're full on science. Rocket's ready to launch boatloads of it, and we're backed up on holmium. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Oh, you're all charging. I see. Okay. Where are you going? Whatever. They'll figure themselves out. On Board of Justice, though, I did do some back and forth. We have plenty of rocks, ammo for days. I think I doubled up the production of rockets because that was being kind of slow. Dotted some I's, crossed some T's, and I think we are actually ready to go. You like waffles? Why is holmium such a fuss? So holmium is the rarest resource you can get from scrap recycling on Fulgora. Like on the other planets, you basically mine for your resources. On Fulgora, this planet here, you mine scrap, which you recycle to get a random distribution of various items that we do here. They go through this sorting matrix, but the most rare of the outputs of scrap recycling is holmium, which is also probably the most important product from this planet because you use it for the research and for some high tier items. So everybody was telling me like, oh, Emily, you can just trash the rest because you're not gonna get enough holmium. You're gonna be trashing stuff anyway, and we are kind of backed up on holmium. So I feel like people were making a fuss over something. I'm sure they had to trash stuff, but the way we play, we're very efficient, so we just, used our resources wisely and don't end up doing that, I guess. I don't know. All I'm saying is people were telling me I was being crazy, but I feel vindicated. You know what's wrong? They doubted me. Exactly. In the commander we trust. Should we have a copy pasta for that? Anyway, let's go into the justice. And I don't think I want to bring in the biters yet. So let's just change this condition to not 0 and go to the shadow planet. And we shall see. Why are you moving so slowly? Are you not pumping? Speaking of not firing on all cylinders. I hate it. So, I think all the fuel that these produce are just grabbed by this one pump by random chance and nothing gets delivered to this side? Oh, because you don't have any calcite. I thought... Okay. Why are you not making stuff? You're setting the recipe. Nothing is being output. How is there... Oh, there's too much calcite over here. So this is 1000. That needs to be on that side. And this number needs to go up to like 1500 maybe. Well, that was a false start if I've ever seen one. Oh, goodness gravy. Okay, well. At least now we're getting more calcite. I am putting this on the wrong side though. Yeah, there we go. And because that's reading there, how much calcite are we reading here? 1.3. That is the highest possible value we should have here, honestly. Well, at least we've got engines firing now, so we should be able to go somewhere which is going to consume ammo, which is going to consume iron and copper plates, which is going to consume calcium. So this whole thing should get rolling. I guess the problem was that we were stood still for so long while I was fidgeting around with other stuff. So let's get our ship up to speed and head out. I'm kind of curious to see like how far we're gonna get on our first attempt. It still amazes you what's going on in this enormously complicated contraption. Yeah, I mean, that's the Factorio experience, right? If you haven't been doing it yourself or building stuff yourself, everything kind of looks like a hot spaghetti-o mess. But once you're kind of been there from the start and you kind of have some, I don't know what to call it, like first-hand experience with things, it looks a lot less intimidating. Okay, we passed Gleba. And we're heading to Aquilo now. That is not at all surprising because I was bouncing around these routes pretty much, filling up the ammo belts. Also, I did adjust the speed modifier to only go directly to the Shattered Planet because, as I found out, I actually got to the solar system edge by accident. Kind of accidentally saw the ending screen. So I know we're gonna get that far. If you build it yourself, you know what's going on. Yeah, that's very often the case, right? Going to the solar system edge is a game ender. Well, not a game ender. You get the credit scene, I guess, or the game end screen telling you beat the game. But wait, there's more. So I'm actually really happy with the decision to go for explosive rockets because of how much collateral damage it deals to everything that appears after you blast up these big boys. So even though it requires more explosives that we were struggling with, and it does in fact do less point damage, I think the added splash damage is what's going to actually save our butts here once we get deeper into the route towards the Shattered Planet. Because this is something I've learned from many games. Like when when the difficulty scales with the number of enemies, rarely does single point damage keep up with the scaling. You need splash damage to scale your damage over multiple enemies as the enemy scaling number. You're gonna go grab a coffee? All right. See you soon. Also, I love that emote. Speaking of coffee, I think my jasmine tea is done. It actually might be more than done, unfortunately. Oh, you're still listening. Okay, cool. Cool. So it was a game state I didn't want to trigger. Yeah, I didn't want to trigger it without you guys. I hope we still get the credits in because I loaded a save from before then. So, and then avoided doing that old mistake. But I know we can get that far at least. Looking at the speed and considering that we will be having biter eggs on board, I'm debating whether we need to reconfigure our engine section to add more engines and more thrust. You know, gotta go fast. That's kind of where I'm looking at this. Okay, now we're heading from Aquilo to the edge of the solar system. So far, so good. No damage taken. We haven't been in a situation where we've even been close to anything hitting us. We haven't really saturated our missile launchers or rocket launchers. The rocket belt is full all the way back here. We are backed up all the way in explosives. So far, so good. We're keeping up on all the important metrics. How about asteroid chunks? Asteroid chunks is also doing well. Why are there some single stack ammo things on this belt? Is there any one of these guys? First of all, why do you not have any inserters? You should definitely have inserters. These are all stack inserters, so that shouldn't be possible. Maybe it was something from when I potentially messed something up earlier somewhere. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're not using a lot of the ammo production here on our railgun shells. Are we getting huge ones? Are we firing these guys? These are still big. Oh, there are huge ones. Okay. That's a huge boy. It was a huge boy. Push. Okay. That's nice. Did I make a blueprint of this ship just in case? Yes, of course I did. Why would you even doubt me? Hey, Alex. How you doing? You know, I have faith. Let's have faith in the commander. Look at these things just shattering. Okay, our speed seems to have dropped off. And we still have pretty much full fuel tanks. I'm a little bit worried about running out of calcite here, because we don't have a lot of buffer space here, honestly. I think we just extend... Oh, we don't just extend that. Okay. We don't have any extra belts on board. Well, that would have been nice to think about before we left. It would be silly to not have made a blueprint. I mean, yeah, it would have, wouldn't it? Only a fool would not make a copy. Alright. Well, I guess this is our show for tonight, chat. We shall see if we're able to get to Prometheum at least. Also, my tea is kind of stout. I did leave it for too long. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like jasmine tea, but it has this tendency that if you leave it for even a little bit too long, it gets very astringent. Like, it is very unforgiving in how you brew it. But when you get it just right, it is very, very nice. Tea has been steeped too long, though, not good. That's true, but I feel like black teas like Earl Grey and such are much more forgiving in the steeping time, at least if you have good teas, you know. So far, so good. We're about halfway to the solar system edge. Explosives are still backed up all the way. Rockets are backing up. We're only using half our production capacity here. Good quality Earl Grey, that thing doesn't care. You get all the cap. Yeah. It just means he gets through the too much point in a shorter time. Yeah, it does. Very quickly. At least the tea I have is very sensitive to being oversteeped. But especially Earl Grey, if you, or the one I drink, it actually gets better if you let it sit surprisingly long. You know? Especially because I drink mine with tea. Not tea, yes, I have tea in my tea. You can also quote me on that. With milk. So it kind of takes the edge off a little bit, and having this stronger base flavor when you add the milk actually is kind of enjoyable to me. And I do like a little bit of astringency, you know? But I don't want it to, you know, feel like something is pulling in the back of my ears, kind of levels of astringency, you know? You rarely drink teas and tisanes, so you don't know what is tisanes? I have no idea what the tisane is. You always leave your black cup for a couple of hours. That sounds more like an issue, like a different problem, Alex and Brennan. Stream category needs to change asteroids. You're not wrong. Tisane is a herbal infusion. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Never tried that. I'm a little bit of a tea snob. Like, I have nothing against herbal infusions or fruit infusions. They're quite nice, but I don't call them for tea because in my little weird schmug brain, command schmug, tea is made from the leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant. And anything else is like a fruit infusion or herbal extract or whatever you want. Extract, well, infusion. Does jasmine tea have tea leaves? Yes, jasmine tea, Earl Grey, Ceylon, Assam, green tea, oolong. All of these teas are actually made from leaves of the same plant. And the difference in flavor is just from how they're processed or not. And like, are they fermented? Are they oxidized? Are they heat treated? Are they steamed? Are they picked early? Are they picked late? Where has the plant grown? That kind of stuff. That's what affects the different tea qualities. I know a lot of people just call everything that you put in hot water tea, and I disagree with that. I thought jasmine tea involved the jasmine plants. Not to my knowledge. Okay, we're starting to get some stuff here. You're with me? Yes, sir. Ow! I just hit my face with a salute. That hurt. God damn it. Ow! Good thing I don't have the camera on, because that would have been embarrassing. If it doesn't have actual tea in it, calling it tea is incorrect. Exactly. I'm glad you agree. Apologize for making me smack my own face. How dare you? How dare you make me smack myself? Okay, well, this trip is taking a significant amount of time. In fact, I think we're coming up close to 20 minutes. Well, we've been live for 20 minutes, and I was waffling on for a while, so maybe we're at like 15 minutes. But considering we have a 30-minute timer on eggs, after we take them out of the hive on the planet's surface, we need to launch them into orbit, get out here, and then turn them into science. And we have not even seen the red Prometheus rocks that we actually need to make the science with. So we're clearly moving too slowly. You need the camera back, missing some quality content. Yeah, it'll be back soon. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking we're bringing it back for Pathfinder. Not Pathfinder. Rogue Trader. This is what I'm talking about with the AoE scaling. Okay, we're starting to get a bunch of big rocks now. So we're sending it at ship speed. However quickly our little baby will go. So I'm thinking we probably add 3 or 4 more thrusters on either side. Yeah, I did mention Rogue Trader. I am actually quite excited about doing another RPG. Okay, this is good. This is good. We still have explosives backed up. All of the materials for producing the ammo is backed up. Ammo itself is backed up. We're not at the point where we have kicked up all of the rocket production yet. Why are you not making? Output is full. Alright, because that side of the belt going out is full. Okay, so we're not stretching our production yet, which is good because we haven't gotten to start making the final journey yet. Woo! Victory screen! We have left this godforsaken solar system. Okay, thank you, game. Title: Struggle Bus to the Stars. Yikes. Can you show this not while we're flying towards the shattered planet and about to get blown to smithereens? Thank you. Okay, so now we have slowed down because we've reached the track to the shattered planet. I want to see how fast we can keep going, so I'm gonna just up this number. Full speed ahead, Captain. We should let us minimize. Yeah, or at least pause the game, you know? But everything's fine. Nothing exploded. So we will see how far we get. I still haven't seen a single red asteroid thing, but our arms are working. Holy moly. Okay, it's starting to get intense. Look at these big boys. So apparently, this whole distance here is 4 million kilometers? Yeah, 4 million kilometers. Wow. Wow. And I wonder if we can make it there. Oh, there's our first red boy. Our first Prometheum. Oh, we're backing up here. This needs to be set lower. Yeah, that needs to be... Oh, we are... backing up. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Okay. So far, so chill. I think we're gonna need a bigger ship for that. For what exactly? Oh, for that number of rocks? Potentially. Hey, look! There's the red stuff we need for the science. If you want to reach the shattered planet. Oh. Well, we're gonna find out. There was something getting kind of close on this edge, but we got it. It was more of a target prioritization thing. A little bit extra rocket damage would actually be really big. Where is explosives damage? Stronger explosives. Oh, that's only 16,000? Oh, really? Well then, let's prioritize those. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is left with like a sliver of health. So I feel like a little bit more explosive damage could probably significantly reduce our rocket consumption and improve our effective rock smashing capability significantly. I mean, we're flying at a pretty good pace. Okay. When are we gonna find our wall? Oh, that's a lot of big rocks. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we're fine. Why? Oh, that's why you're backed up. That's not ideal. Maybe this number needs to be a little bit higher. Okay. So one of the reasons we're watching this is I want to see where we fail and how. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need more speed to get here quicker. Is this coming sideways? Are you gonna wreck me? No. I deliberately have no railguns on the sides. I'm kind of worried that there might be rocks that come in diagonally and like swipe our butt. But so far so good. Yeah, I'm happy with the decision to go for explosive rockets. Doing a much better than I thought we would. Okay, we are on full rocket production capability right now. Ammo, projectile ammo is slow, and so is railgun. Okay, so we are really limited by a rocket production, or will be limited. We're still holding on. Explosive production is falling behind, though. That's an issue. Might need to scale explosives. Are we able to run all of these? Yes. We might need a little bit more crushing speed. At least for these guys. For carbon and sulfur.